Welcome to our second to last video of a series of 8 videos discussing the most common career mistakes by artists and how to fix them, offering crucial career advice and sharing inside information on how things actually work in the art world. If you haven't seen our previous videos of this series yet, stay tuned until the end of this video to click through to learn and discover more. With this series, it is our mission to empower you as an artist and share the things you actually need to know, but nobody is telling you. As a result, we are very pleased to present the 7th video of this series, How to Approach Art Galleries. One of the most common mistakes thousands of artists make every day is cold calling or emailing art galleries by the dozen. This has proven to be one of the most ineffective strategies of self-marketing, with an average conversion rate of almost 0%. Even though many people believe becoming a successful artist today is all about marketing yourself. The truth is that actively marketing and promoting yourself as an artist is strongly frowned upon and could have a very counterproductive effect. There are more artists looking for gallery representation than there are art galleries looking for new artists. As a result, galleries receive numerous emails and gallery visits on an almost daily basis by artists introducing themselves and luring to be included in an exhibition. As they are being bombarded by those emails, it can become incredibly annoying for the galleries because it has simply become impossible to review all these unsolicited submissions. As a result, your email will go straight to the folder of deleted emails without watching your works for a split second. Also, don't walk into a gallery with your artist portfolio in hand, or worse, with an actual artwork. And especially don't approach gallery owners during art fairs, because they paid a tremendous amount for their expensive booth and they are there to sell and promote the artists they represent at that moment. This might sound somewhat harsh, but it is in fact a very logical reaction. Galleries have to disappoint artists every single day, and if you think about it, asking or demanding a gallery to represent you out of the blue, which means you have to invest a lot of money and time in you, is in fact not an honest thing to expect or ask in the first place. They did not choose to get to know you. The artist decided it for them and almost obliged them to review and consider their works, which can be experienced as somewhat aggressive. Approaching a local art gallery won't increase your chances either. I have seen and experienced as a gallery myself local artists who are very disappointed if you turn them down for a show. Then I hear that they are disappointed that I don't want to support local artists. However, it is simply virtually impossible for a gallery to exhibit or show all local artists. So even more, do not hold a grudge or frustration towards galleries for rejecting your application. Of course they refuse your application. You approach them in a rather cold and aggressive manner. So don't take things personally. Their reaction was not wrong. It was in fact very predictable and common. The approach was wrong, and that is exactly what we're going to change. In the art world, pushy strategies of self-marketing simply do not work. Even more, you come across as an unsuccessful artist because he or she is not getting invited by other galleries, which will only decrease your chances of being represented. As a result, a more subtle and even more polite strategy needs to be effectuated to have the opportunity to work with a gallery. So now, how to do things the right way? The main goal or pretext for any potential collaboration with a gallery is of course the gallery director seeing your works. If you submit your portfolio by mail or drop it off at the desk of the gallery, I guarantee you they will not look at your works, certainly not in the right context. Instead, you need to maximize the chance of galleries actually getting to view your works, by chance for instance. So first you must do your research. Galleries often have very clear indications on their website if they accept submissions by artists. Most high-end art galleries will write they do not accept any unsolicited submissions by artists. But in some rare cases, they accept submissions in the manner of an open call for artists. So find this out first and respect it. Further, do your research when it comes to the level of the art gallery. If you're a beginner or emerging artist, don't even consider approaching a mega gallery or a first-tier art gallery. Try to find galleries that are at your level. If you're an emerging artist, focus on new and emerging galleries to work with a similar identity as you have as an artist. Know your worth and know the gallery's worth. Do this by studying their program of artists. We mentioned art fairs being the wrong time and place to approach art galleries, but they are in fact the ideal place to get to know the galleries and see the artists they represent or their staff. Now that we somewhat know which galleries we might have a chance, it is time to work towards a possibly synergetic relationship with them. One of the best ways to end up in the place you want to be is simply by being around. Support and be genuinely interested in the galleries that could be a good fit for you. Support them by going to their openings. Discuss the art that is displayed instead of talking about your own work. And by doing so, you can make a connection with the gallery. Don't mention you are an artist during the first interaction, however, or they will immediately think you are another artist who wants something from them. Instead, be genuinely interested in the exhibition you visit, instead of only being interested in yourself, and you're much more likely to see that the interest is returned to you. Somewhere along the way, they will get to know you and get to know that you are an artist. And if there is the time, they will ask you about your art. You're in a much stronger position to discuss your works with them. But don't be too eager at this point as well by bombarding them with photos of your works, by showing artist's resume, or by having a monologue about your own works and what they are all about. Instead, kindly and non-obligatory tell them that they are always welcome to have a coffee and visit your studio. Or kindly ask if they would be interested to receive emails on your upcoming shows, if you support them by going to their shows. The chances are they will return you the favor and attend one of your shows. A different strategy to network in order to achieve gallery representation is by having good contacts with other artists, critics, or curators. Another powerful way to approach a gallery is via someone else. If a different artist or a collector of a certain gallery with whom you are friends with mentions you to a gallery director as a promising artist, they are much more likely to have a look at your works or to follow you, with potentially inviting you one day to participate in a show. If you're not a great talent when it comes to being very social and networking in an active manner, you can also network in an indirect manner. Gallery directors discover your work in numerous ways. Think of other exhibitions, graduation shows, or shows at the end of an art contest or art residency. So it is very important you are active as an artist in the art world by applying to those open calls, because there it is accepted to apply to them. They are also a true validation of the art world, which will make the galleries look at you in an entirely different way. Then there is also social media. You can network by following art galleries on Instagram and commenting on their posts. Having a following on Instagram is also proof for the gallery director that people like your work and that there is an audience for them to sell it to. Instagram is the perfect place to market yourself in an active manner which is accepted by the art world. But do it in a classy manner, of course. You would be very surprised how many art gallery directors find new artists simply by browsing on Instagram. Approaching art galleries does not work by cold calling them directly. Instead, you have to be involved in the art world. Network in an organic manner. Build personal relationships with various actors, not only galleries, but also artists, collectors, critics, and more. As an artist, you need to approach seeking gallery representation as leaving traces of breadcrumbs, which will lead to you if they follow them. Doing so, they will see your works, your artist website, your online profile, and your artist resume. And if you do things correctly, as we've discussed with previous videos, they might end up getting in touch with you. And if they are the ones that contact you, you're in a much stronger position to discuss the possibility of an exhibition, and you'll see the aforementioned conversion rate of almost 0% increase to almost 100%. So stop cold calling art galleries and improve your chances for success instantly and exponentially. Discover more information about how art galleries work by watching our video Art Galleries Explained next. Stay tuned for our next video in which we will share the next step to be a successful artist, building upon the previous videos as stepping stones. In fact, you can already read the other steps in our online article, which was the foundation for this video series titled 8 Mistakes Artists Make and How to Fix Them. Or read our extensive article on how to succeed as an artist, everything you actually need to know. Also feel free to have a look at our services for artists on contemporaryartissue.com, and as always we very much look forward to answering your questions in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure to watch our previous video, how to create a professional artist website, next. Support us on Patreon and feel free to consider subscribing to stay posted on more contemporary art. Bye.